Hi. Climatic change is something that has been happening a lot recently because of the improvement of technologies like electric cars, solar panels, eolic energy, and hydraulic energy. But the improvement has been too slow in places like Africa, South Asia, and Latin America. This is because most of the economies are poor economies. In places like Germany, most people have electric cars, and in Norway, they use more bicycles than cars. But now in places like Kenya had three difficulties. First, they don't seem interested. Second, the government doesn't promote new energies. And third, they can barely eat and most do not have a house. From now, the renewable energies are expensive, but we hope that in the future they will be more accessible for normal people. Now I'm going to talk about places that are very affected, but because of the ubication does not stand out, the poles. When we hear something about North and South Pole, we just imagine a place quiet, a place just with ice, snow, and it's not too far of the reality. But in the poles is happening something very bad. It's that are melting. The melting of the poles is a consequence of climate change that has been talked about for many years. However, in recent years, it is been when it's most noticeable, hence the urgency of the acting to try to stop. Thawing is a concept that refers of melting of the planet's pole. I would say that there are most affected places because in the North Pole, countries that are very big, like, I don't know, like the USA, Russia, they trade by the sea and they destroy ice to let the boats pass. I am very anxious because the 3% of water that it's useful, I mean, by that, I mean the one that is used to drink, flowers, clean, and personal use, is from ice for both poles. Well, normally. Normal people would say that Greenland and the Antarctica is just big masses and it's not a problem. But now Greenland is losing lots of size, and the Antarctica, if we continue, the Antarctica would be just a mass of Earth. A way to stop climatic change and let nature recover is to stop producing products that requires lots of things that contaminate, like fuel. We need to remember that the North Pole is ice and Antarctica is a mass of earth covered with lots of ice and snow. From now, the people that live in the Antarctica and Greenland are like people, like they just stay there because they want, or scientists and do not require cars or fuel. I just want to share all things happening while normal people are sleeping or watching movies. So I hope we'll cooperate with not throwing trash, try to prevent using cars in short paths, and don't waste water or food. I mean by this, no throwing trash is just like if you throw a bottle of water, you contaminate all the water. I mean by that try to prevent, like, okay, I pull a ball and someone will charge of that. Second is do not use cars in short paths. I mean, if you want to go to a park that it's like 3 streets before your house, please go by walking or by bicycles. And third, do not waste water, food. I know that many people have seen food like in the hallways, in trash cans, and you can use that food, but now it's in the trash. So I just want to say that you don't do that. Returning to the pole, since humans has been recording the melting ice with images, the North Pole has lost 35% of its ice, and it started in 1095. It means that since that year to today, 75 million tons of ice is melting every year, and since then, the total area lost of ice is 10.9 million square kilometers. I hope that after hearing my words, we make at least a small change, like don't using straws and throwing it, or using products that you could help with that. Thank you.